Okay, so I'm not sure if you can hear me or not. I don't know. I'm all confused about if this is sharing or not. So let me do a mic check. All right. If you can hear me, please type in the comments yes. Okay, I can hear myself, so I think we're good. Let me get out of that. All right, so please announce and let me know that you're there so I can give you a virtual hug, say hello. This is an impromptu training that I'm doing tonight at the request of one of our members, and I got a resounding yes that you all were interested in the topic. So I thought I would make sure that we went over it, which is how to create your business page. Make sure I don't hear an echo back to me. How to create your business page and get it prepared for advertising. So we are going to go over the steps that you need to do to make that happen, because there's just a few things I want to make sure that you go over. I'm going to show you my business page, what it looks like, and then we're going to create a business page from scratch. So let's start with our hellos and all of that. See how's everybody doing. Make sure I'm sharing my screen. So I don't know that I've only done this one other time where I've actually shared my desktop as opposed to a PowerPoint presentation. So hopefully this is not making you all dizzy. So please let me know if you are online so I know who is online and I can talk to you. Just type in, hi or something like that so I know that you're there. And then if you have any questions, let me know. We'll make sure to go over them here. Let me hit record so that this will be available to those. All right, so Facebook business page is required when you are doing advertising. That is the account that you will actually be surfacing up as a ad. So I'm going to go to my news feed and show you how you know something is an ad and how you know that that person is utilizing their business page. So for example, this first item that you see here, DexYP, it says sponsored. If you click on that, that is going to take you to the business page. So when anyone clicks on an ad and they click on the person hosting the ad, it'll take you to your business page. So the reason I wanted to do this training was to make sure that your business page looked professional and that there's some key things that you need to make sure you have on that business page so that you can keep people engaged and keep them on the page and clicking through, liking the page and that kind of stuff. So I always say you don't need to pay for people to like your business page, because if you are paying for ads, they are going to like your business page just by virtue of liking your ad. So let me show you what that looks like again. You can see that this is an ad because it has the name of the business. Facebook just started recently putting this little circle around here in the logo. So you also know that that's a business page. Most people, you will get most of your likes from your business page from ads. So that's sort of a byproduct. You click that, it'll do that. It'll like the page. And just so you can just tell that it's an ad because it says sponsored. And then this is the ad copy. The heading is here. This is the subtitle, and then the image that they have, and then they've got some more subtitles and that kind of stuff. And learn more. We'll click them either to a website or a page or something where you can learn more. That's effectively what you're going to be setting up. So today, what we're going to be talking about is making sure that you have a business page that really reflects your brand and reflects who you are. So let's start with mine so you can see what my business page looks like. Most of you people who are on that I just met most likely came through an ad that I ran in the last 4 weeks. And the ad was around the ad strategy class. That's where most of the people who are new to me, who are strangers to me, who I'm getting to know, came in from there. And so notes that you want to take relative to ensuring that your business page is good is this picture right here needs to be a face. There's something about it being a face versus a logo that you need to ensure that you have a face, because people relate to a face and they can put a name to a face, right? So make sure that your business page has a picture of you represented. So not some random person. Again, you're building a relationship and people are going to want to see you as the owner or representation of your business. So let's say you have a business and you're not necessarily the face. I don't care whose face it is. It just needs to be a friendly, smiling face in your business page profile image. No logos, faces only, okay? The other thing is that you've got this really big image space here for you to do a call to action. So you see here, this is a picture of here, and it's a picture of me, it's a picture of my logo, ideas to reality, which is sort of my tagline, and there's an arrow that's pointing down because I want people to click on that to a free workshop. I'll show you exactly what you need to do to get all that set up, but ideally what you want to be doing in your business page is pointing people to what is referred to as a call to action. You may also hear that referred to as a CTA, okay? Once they click on that, it's going to take them to, this is editing, but if you were coming in as a user, it would take you directly to the link so that you could go and sign up for my free workshop. Okay, we're going to actually go into the mechanics of creating an ad, but I just wanted to show you kind of what it looks like. Facebook is trying to make this a dashboard for you, so it allows you to do some actions here. Users obviously to your account don't see that, so let's look at someone else's. His Dex YP, I don't know who they are. They don't have a picture, but it instantaneously lets someone know that they're a business as opposed to a person. And again, the people that know, like, and trust you will dictate how quickly you're able to build a relationship. So again, friendly face really makes a big difference. Here, when you look at their, they don't have a call to action button. My recommendation is to have something that is pointing to what you actually want them to do, which is to click on your shop button, your learn more button, whatever it is, and you want to point them to this area right here. All right, you can set up multiple types of layouts, and we'll go over that in just a second. But this is pretty simple, right? This business, they've got their events, that's what's important to them, that's what they're showing, and you know, their posts are not down. My posts are number one because I am always posting information and content on my site about. So hold on. On my site, there's feedback. I'm trying to read you guys' comments. All right, so yeah, I'm sorry. I've got to have my phone and my other things. What program did I use to create my header image? That header image was created in Canva, which is a friendly, it's one of my top graphic tools. It's a friendly, Photoshop is really a graphic artist software tool. It is a really dumbed down, easy to use, user-friendly version of Photoshop that allows you to create photos and really great looking professional photos. So I do most of, if I create the photos, most of my photos are done by my graphic artist, but if I'm creating a photo, I'll be doing it in Canva. Hopefully that answers your question, Andrea. Okay, so other tidbits about your page that you want to know is, so let's kind of go into actually the creation of a page. And I'm going to go and create a new page. So first place you can do that is you can click on your name. Actually, I'm sorry, the little drop down box by the question mark. Click on that little drop down and you can create a new page. And what you want to do is you're not creating a personal page, you're creating an actual page. So perfect, good. I'm glad that answered your question. You're going to want to create either a company, organization or institution, a brand or a product, or a local business, right? I don't really recommend these other three because, I mean, you can, but most of you are an actual business, right? So if you have a brick and mortar business, you can create this kind of company, organization, or a brand or product. This really, these choices are dictating the layout of your business page, which you can change at any time. So whatever you choose, it doesn't really matter. It's just allowing you to set the stage for how your page is going to be shown to other people. So I'm going to select company and organization. Here, what you're going to do is you're going to select the category of your company. So whatever category you fall under, I'm going to do a health and beauty, and we're going to call this test beauty. And then you're just going to click get started. And then you pretty much have a blank canvas for which you can do whatever you want with. But effectively, you've got this space here. So this little small picture size, you want that, again, to be friendly face. This picture size here, you want that to be information about your business. Again, have some sort of call to action. So your stranger offer, if you have a stranger offer, like we talked about yesterday, you're going to want to put that and click that, have that stranger offer available here as well. So this cover here, I believe this cover is 1980 by 835. What I'll have to do is send you guys, if you just Google Facebook, image size is 2017. You're going to get a cheat sheet. So I need to download this and I'll upload this to the group, which is this. There's one guy and I can't remember who has this really great cheat sheet. Oh, there we go. Facebook has their own cheat sheet. Here, so I will remember to include that here. But this size of this photo, and you'll become very familiar with sizes because you'll need to be familiar with sizes of this graphic, which is your business page graphic, and your photo graphic, and then your actual Facebook ad graphic. Those are sizes you're going to want to be familiar with. Canva does it for you. I'll do a quick tutorial on Canva. I'm probably going to do that as a part of the software tools training I'm doing on the 19th, which has all my list of favorite tools, and Canva is one of them. So it's free if you want to play around with it and you've got some pictures. But the reason I love Canva is because they have preset image sizes, and all you have to do is like select Facebook group cover, not Facebook group, Facebook cover, and it'll automatically size the picture for you, and you just have to create the photo. So that's all you have to do here. So this one, it looks like this size total is 851 by 315. I think I was thinking of the group size. But I know I have a cheat sheet that's actually a downloadable, and I'll include that in the group because you'll need to know the picture sizes when you are doing. It's good to know like the post size when you do a post so that your pictures fit directly in to this area, and then when you're on the phone it automatically resizes and does what it needs. So understanding those picture sizes is really critical. But when we're on this page, why your Facebook business page is so important is because you get some really good real estate to communicate who you are and why you're so amazing. And so this first real estate space is again where I want you to be putting who you are, your face on, because you are the representation of your face. 90% of you all are the representation of your face. So you need to be a picture of you, your logo, and what you want the person to do and what you stand for. This is a lot of space for you to be able to communicate that. And again, point them to what you want them to do, which is to click this, go to your sign up page and get that email address, right? That's what your number one job should always be when you have strangers, is to be trying to get that email address. Okay. All right. So these are blank canvases. When you click and you add this button, what it allows you to do is it allows you to set those set the call to actions that you want. My recommendation is you can do a book services. That's using their engine. Unless you are not using your own appointment calendar, I wouldn't select book services. Get in touch goes directly to Messenger, unless you want people inboxing you, which can be pretty distracting. I will tell you that it is pretty distracting for me when I've got people. So I think I had it on originally and I turned it off. So the best thing is to point them to that same location that your stranger offer is, which is the learn more. And so to learn more here, this is where you can actually take them to a website link, and that's what you want to do. So, or I'm just going to put in here a link just so we have something and you can see where it goes. And that link is set. That's all you have to do. So again, you want them to go to your information. Again, you use Facebook as a way to get people to get to your asset, and your asset is your website. So you always want to be leading people from Facebook to your asset so you can really control the message exactly the way that you want to. All right, so this learn more button is, again, what you want to set with your website. Again, you click on that to edit it. And you select the type. You're going to select the learn more, and then you're going to put in the web address that you want them to go to. Okay. All right. The great thing is when you create the first page, the first time you create the page, what it's going to do is going to give you some things for you to do, which is to add your cover photo, which is this big photo here, your profile picture, which is the small picture that's right here. And then it's going to ask you to do a short description about your business. And so that short description here, you have 155 characters. The type of things that I would want you to include in that short description is what your vision for your business is, and like, who do you serve, right? So who your audience is, right? I help, my short description is I help people plan their shit and move them into action. That is my motto. That is what I do. That is my vision. And that is what is in my short description everywhere. It's the same description that's on my Instagram page. It's on my Facebook page. That's on my Twitter page. It's on all of my social media pages, the same description, so that people see that same continuity across. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense here. So you'll want to put, I help, and I think I help entrepreneurs, and I never can spell entrepreneur. So please do not judge me for my spelling. Homeowner plan, depending on which platform, I'll say shit or stuff, but, and move them to action. That is my tagline. All right. So that's what you want to do, is you want to put that there. You don't get a lot of text here. There's a place for you to do a long description, but here you just want it to be short and sweet so people know who you are and you can start that conversation again. Okay. Your page is set up. That's pretty much all you have to do to get your page set up. And I'm going to point you into some things that are going to be important for you to know. Settings is where you're going to, so once you're on your page, so let's do that again so you can see it. So once you're on your page, if you ever need to modify anything, say you want to modify the way that this page looks, you want these tabs to be in a different order, right? Maybe you don't want all these tabs to be showing. Maybe you're not going to be doing offers. Maybe you don't want to have a shopping cart. Maybe you don't want to, do whatever and you want these things to be in a different order, you can change that, and you do that in settings. So if you have an existing page that you want to modify, you'll do all of your modifications in the settings area. So I'm going to go over a little bit of things that are going to be the most critical for you to know. It's going to be this general link right here, which this just lets you know that your page is published and it's viewable and discoverable. Here, the only other thing is this messages thing. Is this will let people contact you directly. So and it's different from Messenger. So when people contact you from your business page, it's not the same thing as when you're chatting with someone individually and talking to them via Messenger. It's a different sort of messenger. It's your business messenger, and it's separate. I don't really like using my business messenger because it's separate. And so I've got all the notifications turned off because it's just, again, it's a little bit overwhelming when I'm trying to get work done to have that, my regular messenger up, to have notifications on. So I try and keep as many notifications off, and then I just check it periodically throughout the day. But I just wanted to point out that this messenger is not the same as your personal Facebook Messenger. This will be being tracked in your business messenger account. Other things that are important, really, I don't really mess with anything else here, but the thing that I want to talk to you about is editing the page, which is the layout. So notice that this template is shopping. I don't like that shopping template because I'm not selling products. I'm not selling physical products. Now, if you were selling, say you're selling jewelry, clothing, shoes, whatever, you may like the shopping layout. My preference is to have the business layout or the services layout. So depending on the type of business, and you can play with this. There's no set guideline on which layout is better than the other. It really just depends on which one you want to choose. But what they've tried to do here is to create these different layouts based on the type of business that you have. So it kind of makes sense the way that your information is organized. Mine is services. And then before you select it, it'll just show you what here. It dictates the basic tabs that you're going to see. You can turn the tabs on and off, no issue there. But really, just the service, I start off usually with the services. Again, if you have a physical location, or if you have products, you may want to start off with the other one, apply that template, and it's just going to order things a little bit different from you. Now, here, default tabs are set for you, and these tabs are just equivalent to what is shown here on this side. So these are the tabs. So Facebook treats this as sort of secondary navigation. This is main navigation for the admin, and then people, when they go to your page, they see the secondary navigation. And what we're going to do is we're going to edit the order of that. And again, you have the leeway to define how you would like that to look and feel, and how you want people to move around. I like to have my post on top because I am always posting. I'm always putting content. If you are an event-driven type of business, you may want to have your events on top. If you are a picture-driven business or a product-driven business, you may want to have your shop site on top, right? So that just really depends on the type of business that you have. So we're going to go back and edit so I can just show you how to move things around. All right, so say you want to have shop on top. All you have to do is just take whatever you want on top and move it. That's it. That's all you want to do. Now, say you don't want all these things showing. Say I don't want the community page showing. You just click on it where it says settings here. Hold on, I got something I can't see you guys with. I think hold on, I close that. I thought you could actually remove these tabs if you didn't want them to show. I guess not. I guess you can't remove these tabs. So actually, you know what? Yes, you can. That's on. Off is default. Okay, so you can't remove. I thought you could, but you can add additional tabs. So these are the other tabs that are not showing. Since I do a lot of live video, I would want my add live video tab on. I also, if you have FAQs that you want to show, you can show your FAQs, whatever these additional tabs are. But again, that type of layout that you have will dictate. So like if we switch that to business, this is going to tell you all the business tabs. So I guess you have to forgive me. This is, I don't normally play around with this because I use the same type of page settings all the time. These, you cannot turn them on and off if you're using a particular one. So these are the ones that are going to show. So I use services because I want all of those tabs to be visible. And then I add the video, the live video item. So again, you may want to just take a look at which one is going to be the most applicable. Again, there is no best practice here because it is driven by your desire of how you want your information to be seen and the type of information you want to maintain. I do videos, I do photos, and I do posts. Those are the three main things I do. I don't have a shopping cart because I'm not selling physical products. On my salon, on my barbershop business page, we do, right? Because we do sell products there. So I have a different type of page setting. So please let me know in the comments if that makes sense. If you need any further explanation, let me know and I'll do my best to get the answer to you. All right, so we're going to keep services. If you want to order these, you want to do photos first or whatever order you want, you just, pick it up and move it exactly where you want it. All right. Okay, so that's page settings. If you ever need to have someone be a admin of your account, you would go to page roles and that's where you would give them access. So you don't have to give someone your user ID and password to be able to get access as an admin to your account. Merely just add them to a particular role. And all you do here is type in their name or their email address and then you select the role. These different roles really just give them the ability to do less or more. Admin obviously is the highest role that you can give someone. They can add users, they can go into your account. I would be really shy about giving anyone admin rights to it, but editor means that they can add content to your site without any approval. Moderator is, I have moderators. I don't have a moderator for this group. I will probably be soliciting moderators in the group, but moderators are people who monitor the group and can provide approvals if you have approvals or that kind of stuff. Advertisers is if you have someone who's doing all of your advertising, they can come in as an advertiser and do that. Analyst is a data, and then live contributor, they can actually post live in your group as you. And I don't mean as you specifically as much as people, if you let people on a page, people cannot go live on your page. They can go live in your group, but they can't go live on your business page unless you make them a live contributor. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, let me know. Does that make sense? Everybody following what I'm saying? Just reply yes or something so I know that I'm not going too fast and all this is good. Okay. All right. Other things that are important. Really, we've gone over the most important things for we've gone over the most, okay, perfect, good. The most important things. Now, notifications, like when I say try and turn off as much stuff, when you got your first ad, you probably want to keep everything on because you're going to be so excited that people are liking your pages and you're seeing everything. Everything is set up to off for me because the volume is again too much and it's distracting. But you can change how you're notified when people do actions on you, on your site. So when you get new likes, when they follow you, because there is a difference between a like and a follow. A like is, the thumbs up. They can actually like your page, whereas, and they get notifications every time some action happens on your page, unless they turn it off. Follow is where they just follow you and they get notification for yours. So you can have someone who is a follower but not like you. You can have someone who subscribes to your events but not like and follow you. So none of those numbers really matter. The only reason they matter from an advertising perspective is people that like you can advertise directly to them. So if they like your page, you can run ads to people who like your page. That is the most important thing for these numbers that are important to me. Is the more likes I have, the more visibility I'm able to run targeted ads to people who like me, like my page. All right, does that make sense? Hopefully that does. All right. Trying to think if is there anything else. Yeah, I mean, I don't want all this notification. It's like, so I don't have any of this set to on my page. Again, you can dictate how much notifications you want. Again, there's some people who believe that having a business page is not as important as you marketing on your personal page. But I will tell you, I believe that you having a great representation of your brand and who you are via your business page is as critical to your business and your brand as is having a website, in terms of you putting your stamp on the world. This is who I am. Not only who I am, but I've taken the time to give you information about who I am. So let's kind of dive into some other things that I'm making some changes. I haven't fully implemented all these changes, but since video is a big thing for me now, I really try and host all of my lives out of my business page, so that when someone comes to my business, when they come to my business page, they can see, I'm like, oh, it's still thinking. They can see all of this content, so they can start to see who I am. Again, they can start to get to know who I am through the video content that I've published. So video is a big, strong part of my business now. Way more this year than it was certainly last year. So you can categorize your videos. Like I haven't done anything yet for the month of October, but for September, that's what I did. Is I did a whole video log for September and did all of that training there. And I created a playlist, and you can do that. You create playlists, you can have all your videos here. One of the things I'm working on is getting cover pages for all of my videos so that they all look consistent. But I'll tell you a little bit of a trick, that if you record your video in portrait, your covers are going to look like this. So I had to change the way that I was doing my recording so that my covers would not look crazy anymore. So that sort of thing. I can do a future training on how to create these covers in Canva. But that kind of creates some sort of continuity and consistency when you're looking at my pictures. And so we haven't completely moved everything over with the pictures, but that's something that we're working on over the next several weeks. All right. Do you guys have any questions? Any concerns about the setup? So I'll give it a couple of minutes while you guys type in your questions. Insights, which are really good, is this is really where the metrics happen for your page. Not as valuable, because I'm not doing anything to drive traffic to my page except for running ads. So I'm not running ads to get likes. I get them naturally because I run ads. But this just kind of gives you a lowdown of the activity that's going on your page. Again, I'm not as interested in that activity as much as I'm interested in the activity and the results of my ads, which is managed on a different page of Facebook. All right, but like you can see, so this would be the last 28 days. I had people take 11 actions on my page, and the type of actions that they would be doing is they'd be sending me a message via Business Messenger. I would have had 128 page views, page previews, post engagement, and that's all because of ads that I'm running that I have this much volume. I reached 44,000 people in the last 28 days. I had an increase of 104 likes in the last, 28 days. Video views, it was a big month for me for videos. So I had a lot of video views last month, and then I had 108 followers. And you can see likes. I had less likes, but I had more people who followed me than I did people that liked my page. Again, not critical. I wouldn't worry too much about these numbers, because at the end of the day, what you really care about is how much traffic you're driving to your websites. And I do care about likes in so much as I like to see my likes grow, because the more likes I get, again, the more of an audience I can do future advertising against. All right, and then this just summarizes my most recent post and what I've done. I do boosting, but that is not my primary way. There's a strategy for boosting, and those kind of strategies will go over in Facebook Ad School. But you will not see me do most of my advertising. I spend very little on boosting, and there's a very specific reason I'm doing that, because I have a message that I want to get to my audience, or I'm trying to get more social proof or likes on a particular campaign that I'm doing, so that it looks even better when it's running. So that's pretty much the only time that I do boosting. All right, nobody's asked any questions. So are you guys good? Are you good with the setup? Do you have any questions? Because if you don't, I'm going to let you go. All right. Going once, going twice. Hopefully this was helpful to everyone. And each of you, my goal would be, I'll do a check tomorrow, but my goal is, how many of you have business pages? Just let me know in the comments. Just say I do, or me. If you have a business page, is it set up this way? Do you need to make modifications? You guys aren't very talkative today. Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. You have a business page? Okay, great. Do you need to make modifications? Or is your business page ready to go to start advertising? You do, Carla? Okay, good. Do you need me to go over anything relative to your business page? Or, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? Just for you two ladies, I'm going to check out your business page. We'll do a little quick critique. This you, Kay Taylor Hair Extensions? Okay. All right. I'm still gonna give you some pointers on your page. Is this your page, Kay Taylor Hair Extensions? I'm gonna assume that's you. No, the other one? Okay. Inspired Hair Designs by Carla V. Is this you? Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so here is my critique. This is a great picture of someone's hair, but we can't see her eyes. So if you're going to advertise using this page, I want to be able to see the woman's eyes, preferably a picture of you, because it says Inspired Hair Designs by Carla V. So we want to know who Carla V is. This needs to be a picture of you looking at, no eyes covered. Okay, so that profile picture, if you're going to advertise underneath this, you'd want to see this changed. This is a great picture, representative of your hair, but I would still want to see some pointing to the sign up. Let's see, where does the sign up take us? That link doesn't work. You got to fix that. Okay. All right. So what you missed, Carla, is when someone comes to your business. Okay, you're waiting for pictures to come back. All right. So what you missed is that this here is great real estate for you to have to tell somebody to do something, right? So when you go to my page, the something that I tell people to do, I'm going to go there so you can just see what I was talking about, is I am directly telling them to go to this link. And you just can't get any clearer. If you come to my page and you haven't been to my link, I'm telling you, go to this link. I want you to click learn more. I want you to do something, and that's what I want you to do for your page as well. It's great visual, but your objective is for them to do what you want them to do. So you want to take their eye to sign up here. My question is what is your thought about what you want them to sign up for? So you want to make sure that you're clear about what this is. So when they click on it, it's going to take them to a sign up form. Is that I'd maybe change that to learn more or something so that they know that it's there. All right. Those are the two major things I'd want to see for your site is here, your picture, because you represent you. I mean, because it says your name. If it didn't say your name and it just said Inspired Hair Designs, maybe I'd say not you, but it says by you. So if you're going to advertise under this account, want to have a picture of you because you are the brand. And then you've got your services, which is great. You are in a picture-oriented business, so you may want to move your photos up top because as in a hair industry, that's what people care about are pictures. So I know you said you're waiting for those pictures to come back, but I would have, just like you've got your services with your main pictures, right underneath services, I probably do pictures and photos. And then I would make sure that for these types in your services, spend a little bit of time explaining what those are, and just give a little bit more information. Even though it's on your site, if you're going to have this, spend a little bit of time just with an explanation of what it is. People know what it is, but you know what I mean? Just give it a little bit more. Yeah, so something's broken. I don't know why it's not working, but something's broken. You never want to have a broken link, so you want to fix that. All right, do you have any questions about that? So, I mean, this looks good. You've got a page that's got here, advertising wise. Here, I'd have your logo, so people know and they can start to relate that logo to your brand in this picture. And then I would, here, this size of picture, I can tell that there's probably a little bit something with the picture because it's pixelated. It's a little fuzzy, so you'll just want to look at the dimensions to make sure that the picture is fitting the dimensions and is high resolution, so you don't have that pixelation. All right. Anybody else want me to take a look at their page? Bridget, do you want me to take a look at your page? I'm going to take a look at your page. Okay, well, there you go. That's my first recommendation is this information on your personal page needs to be public so that people can click on it. So when they visit you, there it is. But that's do you have a business page? No, that's me. You said it's what? Okay, you're working on a logo. Perfect. 6 week weight loss plan. Is this you? You need to work? Yeah. I mean, you've got a great opportunity here. You know, you could do your logo, and then you could do in this space a before and after picture, and then, you know, maybe some words that say, you know, this could be you, and then point down to a learn more, and then this needs to be you, a picture of a face like this profile, to do an ad with this profile. Again, you want a connection. So that's hopefully the message you guys are getting is that when your ad shows and it's surfaced up, the first thing they see is that circle picture of a person, and we want that person. We want you and your business and your face to be the connection that they make, because again, it's all about connections to a person. Know, like, and trust a person. People don't normally know, like, and trust businesses. They know, like, and trust people in the businesses. So unless you're a big brand. All right, so I'm going to do Ronice. I'm going to do you, and then I'm going to skip. You guys have about 10 minutes before I said I would I'd be on my way home. Sugar Rush Dessert House. Hours house. Is this it? Is this you? Is that you, Renice? At Sugar Rush Dessert House. I'm thinking that must be you. Yes, perfect. All right. Okay, so I take it you sell desserts. Okay, perfect. All right, so here, this is a great picture of your desserts. But I would, again, same thing in this real estate, who you are, you know, maybe have a smaller picture of a dessert here, but again, pointing people to a call to action. Maybe have an item that describes what this is a lot of real estate right here, lots of real estate. So you want to use words and pictures to communicate the message that you want people to do, right? And the types of maybe desserts that you have, but something I would utilize a space to not only show a great example of one dessert and then some words, but let people know that, you know, you can do it all, right? That you cater, or whatever that big collection of things that you do. But I like this. I mean, I like here, you, Sugar Rush Dessert, you are a brand, you are not representing yourself. So having your logo is okay, but if you could put your face, that would be great. Because again, people like to see, they like to connect to people. I'd put, if you really, you know, are hell bent on having your logo, have your logo in this picture. Again, when you're advertising, the more you can have a personal face, eyes connection to the ad. And again, this is what is going to show up on the ad, is this picture right here. Shop now. Let's see if your shop now is working. Now, although I like the shop now button, when you're marketing, you want people to you want them to do a particular act. And if they don't know you, they don't know, why would they shop yet, right? So you want to lead them to a specific thing, right? To a coupon, to a information sheet, to a thing that's going to get them more information about you. So taking them directly to a shopping cart for people who are new to your business, probably not the first thing that I would do. So I would take them to, you know, this could be a learn now, but the link would be to an offer, your free offer, right? Or your discount offer. You know, you do desserts. I don't know. Do you have a physical location, or do you have a physical location? Or I assume you have physical, you have a bakery? Or are you just doing catering? How do you get it to ship it to them? How do you get this stuff to them? Right. That needs to be clear too, right? The dessert catering. Okay, so that needs to be clear in this picture, right? You know, catering or something, so people are not looking, because you don't have an address here. It doesn't say open now, what your time is. So you've got this date, but again, this is an area. So you, again, as much information that you can provide so people can quickly consume. My recommendation would be to take them to an information page about why you're an amazing caterer, and how you can do a consultation to fulfill all of your dessert catering needs, something like that. And then, maybe this is a book your consultation now or something like that. Does that make sense? So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. That's where most people are going to go. They're going to hit the landing page, and you want to direct them where you want them to go. And 9 times out of 10, you want to direct them to this first action so you can collect their email address. Second thing is you want to showcase your business, right? Reviews, probably not the most important thing in a catering business. The thing that you'd want to do, reviews are important, I'm not saying, but it wouldn't be the first thing that I would have here. I would have photos, I'd have videos, maybe even your next local event, maybe post, because if you're in the catering and you're doing online, you should be talking about great recipes that you have, great things that you can do with desserts, why you need to be eating more desserts, how much desserts make you feel good, and how, calories are not important. It should be all about the dessert experience that you provide to people. So it would be posts and photos that I would recommend be your first thing that you have. Reviews are important, but I will tell you, people only care about reviews once they've decided to select your service. So you need to bring them in on this page with your products and services. So since you are a caterer of desserts and presentation is so important, I would have photos be your number one. And then let's click on your photos. I would for you spend a lot of time categorizing these photos into groupings. So not just uploading them, because you see your albums are by Instagram, timeline, mobile, group them into, baked goods, candy, gifts, that kind of stuff. Make sense? Right, so these jarred, I don't know what you call these, but I'd group all these together. These are really pretty. I'd group those together. Looks like you do cupcakes. I'd group cupcakes together. I'd group cakes together. And then I'd create an album of cakes, cupcakes, all of that stuff together so that people can just quickly go. And then that be your first link here. Okay. All right. We got 3 minutes. I got time for one more if somebody wants me to do one more. Okay, if you get in there and you start messing around with it, let me know. Perfect, good, glad. And yes, I think, do you help people build their business pages? I'm lost. Kwashiba, you came in, I think, a little bit late. It'll probably make sense if you watch this from the beginning. If you have any questions after you watch it from the beginning, let me know, and then I can help you out. But I can build your page for you. But, if I had to ask you where you should spend your money, paying me to build your page would probably be the very least thing I'd tell you to spend your money on. I'd rather you spend your money on coming to Facebook Ad School, learn how to run an ad, watch this video, and build it out yourself, and then spend your money on learning how to run your ad so you can drive more business to your website. All right. Okay. I didn't get anybody else who wanted me to do a critique. Okay. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to call it a night. This will be available in the video, so if you guys want to refer to it, you can. And I hope you have a great evening, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.